Hey guys, Phase 2 is coming soon to the Burning Crusade Classic. This means there is some great opportunities to make some money. So today I'm going to go over some of the things that I'm stocking up on so that I'm ready to rock and roll as soon as Phase 2 drops. I have around 15,000 gold to play with. I want to keep around 3,000 on hand to use for daily stuff because I'll usually buy up ore and prospect and cut gems and all that, and so I'll keep about 3,000 for that. But the other 12,000 I'm going to be using to invest in some of these items for Phase 2. The first items that I'm targeting are going to be materials for Nature Frost and Arcane Protection Potions and Cauldrons. So these are going to be mainly Mana Thistle and some of the Primals. There are a few new raid encounters in Serpent Shrine Caverns and the Eye where resistance potions are going to really help with progression. And I'm also going to keep an eye on the vanilla era potions as well, since they don't protect a whole lot more. It's on the top end, it's an extra 800 protection when you're looking at the big ones versus the little ones. Look at the price difference though. Also, I'm going to use this time to farm any of the alchemy patterns that I haven't gotten yet. I haven't spent a ton of time on alchemy. During vanilla, alchemy was my bread and butter for money making, so I'm going to be devoting a lot more time to alchemy for tier 5 content. The next thing I'm going to stock up on is enchanting materials like large prismatic shards, arcane dust, void crystals. I'll also be keeping an eye on lower level enchanting materials. So mainly the materials that I can generate from crafting shuffles to get big quantities of. If you're unfamiliar with crafting shuffles, I did another video where I showed you how I generate a lot of enchanting dust from making things with tailoring and disenchanting it to get the materials. The next thing that I'm going to be buying a bunch of to hold for Phase 2 is Primals. So let's take a quick look at the new tailor items that are available when Serpent Shrine and the Eye come out. There are 2 belts, the belt of Blasting and the belt of Long Road, and 2 pairs of boots, Blasting and Long Road, that take a lot of materials to make. I'm going to be holding some Primal Fires, Life, and Water for these items. And I also have a few tailoring characters that can make specialty cloth, so that's Primal Mooncloth, Shadow Cloth, Spell Cloth. I'll continue to make these on cooldown, but I'll be holding on to the cloth instead of just selling it right away. And once Phase 2 hits, I'll sell those. I expect the price of Primals to go up, and we'll probably see the price of the specialty cloths increase as well, because they're used for not only the new stuff, but also some really strong starter gear. So if someone's like trying to get their tune caught up, or they're just trying to get whatever character they want to play in the new raids a little bit more gear, they're probably going to be making these crafted pieces. So here's a quick look at leatherworking, the same thing. We have some belts and boots that are going to be added, and they're going to use some different primals. I expect the price of pretty much all the primals to increase a little bit, so the name of the game is buy while they are undervalued right now, and hope the price goes up. I'm going to be kind of diversifying on those, so probably a couple stacks of each, and then sell those once the Phase 2 starts. So the next thing that I'm going to be stocking up on is I'm going to be buying a bunch of herbs for consumables. Again, I'm going to be targeting anything that's kind of selling below average market price, especially if you're an alchemist. This is a great thing to do. Have a list of maybe 5 to 10 items that you want to craft. If you are a potion spec, primarily focus on potions. If you do want to get more than just potions made, have someone in your guild that is elixir spec do your elixirs and your flasks. On my shaman, I'm currently potion spec, so I'll be making my own potions. I also will be getting an engineer in my guild to turn all my mana potions into potion injectors, because that adds a little bit of value, and I find that those sell pretty well. So I'm going to start with probably like 20 to 40 of the recommended raiding consumables for the classes, and kind of see how they sell the first week or two, and then I'll reevaluate my selling strategy on my server. I expect to be making mostly raiding consumables, but I will experiment with some other potions and elixirs that are used in PvP, such as free action potions. You guys might already know this, but I love jewel crafting. I'll be saving up some of my rare uncut gems because I expect the demand and the price to increase in the first few weeks of Phase 2. On my server, ore prices have been dropping, so I've been buying up as much cheap ore as I can. I can usually get a bunch of stacks early in the morning, so I'll usually check the auction house before I get my day started. My time right now is about 6 a.m., and I've been up since 5, so that kind of gives you an idea of... Hold on, I gotta buy these. Okay. So I'll buy up like any cheap ore. This is super low right now. Like anything that is below 110, like I kind of jump on. But we'll see the price like vary a lot throughout the day. So if you are not an early riser, you should maybe try it out and see if you can snag some good deals. The price of ore has been sitting around 130 during prime time. Getting stacks of ore at 105 is like such a steal right now. There's a couple more things that I'm probably going to target, but I'll have to get some help with getting them crafted. I'm going to have someone make me a bunch of brilliant wizard oils, which are an enchanting item that the pattern comes from Zul'Gurub rep. So if you have like an enchanter that played in vanilla, they should probably have this recipe. I don't think it takes a whole lot of reputation to get the pattern. Anyway, the brilliant wizard oil is a little bit better than the current TBC version of weapon oils. And that's pretty much it for the things that I'm focusing on. I know there's a lot of other things that people recommend getting, like green resistance gear. I'm not really going to focus on that. I find that getting resistance gear is kind of hit or miss, and I really want to focus my energies on things that I can do in large volumes. I might buy a couple things here and there, because, yeah, why not? If you do want to mess around with resistance gear, just target things that are really high level, because no one's going to use a +5 fire resist ring when they're trying to do Serpent Shrine. Well, that's all I have for this video. If you like this style of video, please give this a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!